Right, what's up guys? JJ Richards back again. Welcome to today's video. So I'm sure by now everyone is aware of what is going on. So yesterday, 5 o'clock, Mr. Boris Johnson announced that all UK pubs, clubs, bars, restaurants, shops, gyms, health clubs, leisure centres will be closing as of this morning. So that's had a massive impact on myself. One, because my job is to manage a very large health and fitness club, which we had to close the doors to yesterday. Lots and lots of questions from the members and the staff in regards to what is happening and what is the future going to hold for us all, which is a question that I think everybody's got at the moment. They don't know how long this is going to take. It'd be very difficult to predict. I know they're kind of saying within 12 weeks, hopefully things will kind of go back to normality, but that cannot be confirmed because we have no idea how bad this virus is going to be. So very, very strange times at the moment. And I think I've been a little bit naive to think that, yes, it's going to happen, but I don't think it will. But then as soon as they announced last week that the schools were going to close on Friday, because they made that big decision, I knew that this was going to come. So we kind of just did what we could do to keep the gyms open as long as possible. But now everybody in the UK does not have access to a fitness facility, which is going to cause a lot of issues for people because, as you all know, exercise is fantastic for the mindset, you know, for cardiovascular diseases. For some people who go to my gym, that is literally the only social interaction I have all day. So to take that away from people is a massive step, but hopefully everyone can get through it. And again, in 12 weeks, we can all get back to some kind of level of normality, try and get that economy back up and go from there. So it's been a very strange week for me because I'm still sticking to the prep. I haven't missed a beat, still doing the cardio, still sticking to the meal plan. Two Bros Pro seem to be very, very confident that the show next weekend is still going to go ahead. I'm literally refreshing my phone every couple of minutes because they did have the show, which was in the Lee Valley Stadium. They've actually closed it down, but Two Bros think they've got a backup venue in Watford. They're supposed to be announcing what that was going to be yesterday, but they haven't yet. I've messaged them this morning. They've said that they're going to announce it later and to stay positive. So I think they know something that I don't know. Either that or they're just being extremely optimistic. Either way, we're going to find out. And I'm just trying to keep sticking to prep. Still trying to train. Still trying to do my cardio. Still trying to eat. But you've got that uncertainty in the back of your head going, what is this for? Is it going to be for something? Or am I going to literally go on Instagram within the next 5 minutes? I'm refreshing my phone all of the time just to see if it's going ahead or if it's going to be cancelled. But I don't know if we're going to find out until very close to the show. But it's only one more week to push. So we just got to keep grinding, keep going, see what we can do. Thankfully, I've got some kind of gym equipment at home, enough to try and get me through this next week, which should be fine. So I've got an arms workout planned at home today. So I've got enough kit to have a decent arm workout as well as some bodyweight movements as well. Don't need to be particularly lifting crazy heavy weights a week before the show. So I should be able to get by. And then what we do from there, who knows? Only time will tell. So, plan for today is I've got to try and keep busy, got to try and keep the kids entertained because we are just cooped up at home at the moment. I'll show you a few movements I'm going to do in the arm workout and I shall see you guys in a bit. Right guys, so I've just literally woken up now from a little power nap, which was es muy bueno because last night I didn't sleep a wink. My last video that I just uploaded to my YouTube channel, which was a 3-week out full day of eating video, I was editing it at like 2 o'clock this morning. So I didn't sleep at all, but feel a bit better now, bit more energy. So I'm just about to do a little arm workout at home. So let me show you my little setup that I've got going on. Right, so I've got myself a little resistance band there, which is normally like my pump up band that I use before going on stage. So I'm just going to use that just to warm up because I'm going to do some biceps and triceps today. Got 2 sets of dumbbells. These ones are like 12 kilograms. I think these ones are about 20. So fairly heavy, so plenty for arms. And then also here, this little ledge I'm going to use for like an improvised bench. And also I'm going to do some like tricep dips on this as well. So I've brought myself down a mirror, as you can see from upstairs. So I've got nice little setup ready to do maybe like half an hour of blasting out some high volume on arms. So far, still no updates whether the show is going to be cancelled. They seem very confident, strangely, that it's going to go on. But let's see. But for the time being, all we can do is work our ass off, get a nice little pump going, and kill some arms. Right, Two Bros Pro announcement. After consultation with our partners, the local authority, the healthcare professionals, we've made the difficult decision to postpone this year's Ben Weider Classic. You, the athletes, will always be our first priority. We hire the best venues, select independent judges, and create the biggest shows this side of Atlantic to showcase your hard work, sacrifice, and dedication. We've tried everything humanly possible to put this show on in a safe and responsible way. We went to the moon and back for you guys, but this one, blah, 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 show is off. Man, it's so strange because I knew it was going to happen, and I've been refreshing my phone like ridiculous amount of times at the moment just to wait for that announcement that I got through today. And it's literally a week out today. Last night they posted talking about, you know, we won't be able to tan you at the show. You need to bring your own tan because of the close proximity to the tanning girls and social distancing rules. So they literally seemed that they had everything in order, and fair play to them because they've literally fought tooth and nail to try and get us on stage. But unfortunately, the government and the public health sector have far more power than a bodybuilding federation. So my head at the moment is lost. And I know you're probably thinking, God, it's just a bodybuilding competition, and that's what a lot of people say. Obviously, what's going on at the moment is far more serious than me getting on my little pants and posing in front of a few people, if anybody. But it's just the thought of everything I've put into this prep, and you know, I've been working with my coach Harry now for about 8 months, and I was actually posing in the gym today, and I was like, fucking hell, like, this is the best I've ever looked, and I'm very happy with what I've kind of worked on, but I just can't showcase it. And it's not just that, it's the last few months have been really difficult. You know, I always struggle during prep because I've got a very busy job, which has got a whole lot busier. I've got 2 kids, my wife who obviously works away, but not at the moment. So trying to juggle everything whilst doing a bodybuilding prep when you're hungry, you're tired, it's bloody hard. Now, I don't want sympathy because I choose to do this, but at the same time, I choose it because I enjoy the challenge. But it is a challenge, but I enjoy the kind of process, and I enjoy seeing the results at the end. And it's nice getting to see the pictures of the show and kind of look at what you've worked on and what I need to improve on. And something that I haven't mentioned as well, which is kind of the reason why I'm kind of feeling the way I'm feeling at the moment, is because this maybe is or was going to be my last year of competing. I've kind of been doing it for 11 years now. I'm not really getting the results that I feel like I've worked hard for. I feel like I push myself as much as I can. Like, you know, I train hard, I fucking eat hard. These last like 12 months, like, I've had the most strictest off-season ever, as you've seen. I haven't slipped at all. Every meal, I haven't missed a meal this year. Haven't missed a meal at all. Haven't missed a gym session. And I've pushed myself because I wanted to get on stage this year, and whatever the result was, I know that I haven't like skipped a beat. I've done everything I could do, and if I didn't get the result I wanted to, then for me the reward just isn't worth the sacrifice. And I was gonna hang it up in regards to the competing side of things. I'll always bodybuild, I'll always eat clean, I'll always train, I'll always try and get big and strong, but I was looking at maybe calling it a day. So all the way through the prep, I've been thinking that yes, it's hard, yes, I'm tired, yes, I'm hungry, but this is the last time I'm gonna feel this way. But now I can't fucking end like this. So I need to do some thinking, which I hate doing. Like, I struggle after shows anyway, like rebounding and losing that condition. I find it really difficult. Even when I got the announcement, literally, like, I got a sunbed, I checked in with my coach this morning, really happy, like, you know, we was going to push the calories down a little bit these next couple of days. And then he literally messaged me as I got off the sunbed saying the show's off. And I looked at the announcement and I was like, fuck. I rang him, I was like, ugh, I don't know what to do. So I kind of said I'll have a couple of days off. I've stuck to my diet today. I've had a little bit of granola, I had some chocolate rice cakes and a peanut butter, a protein bar, and that's literally all I've had on top of my initial diet. I'll have a cheat meal tonight, but whether or not I enjoy it, I don't know, but I'll have a cheat meal anyway. And then I'll be back on my cardio tomorrow. I'll prep my meals for tomorrow, and I'll probably have a little bit of extra on top. And then from there, I'm probably just gonna try and just stay relatively lean, to be fair, because I said to Harry, my coach, I was like, I don't want to rebound. I don't want to put all that weight back on and have to sacrifice and pull it down. I'd rather just stay close. Obviously, I can't maintain the level of condition I'm on now, but maybe just get a little bit fluffy, but be like maybe like 3-4 weeks out, so I've not got to pull it back too much. But anyway, yeah, strange times, but I'm sure I'll get over it eventually. So I'm going to go inside now, see the wife and kids, and probably have a pizza or something. Chippenham's really shit for fast food and eating out, so you're really limited to food options. But a Papa John's recently opened up, so might get a pizza, but I'll show you guys what we're going to have anyway. Right, so we are going in. So we decided to go to Papa John's because, like I said, in Chippenham, takeaways aren't that great. So you've either got pizza, Chinese food, or Indian food. So it's got to be pizza. I don't think I've had a pizza all year, actually. No, I definitely haven't. I've had 2 cheats this whole prep, and I've had a burger both times. So I probably won't eat it all. I always struggle to eat massive amounts of food, like after I've been dieting for a while. So we've got a medium, all the meat, pizza, and I've got some tater tots as well. I've got a few cheeky little snacks for afterwards. So we're gonna get stuck into this, and then tomorrow, food's already prepped. Back on the diet tomorrow because I've got something lined up for a couple of weeks. It's not a competition, but it's still something to work towards, and then we'll see where we go from there.
From this evening, I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home. Because the critical thing we must do to stop the disease spreading between households. That is why people will only be allowed to leave their home for the following very limited purposes. Shopping for basic necessities as infrequently as possible. One form of exercise a day, for example, a run, walk or cycle, alone or with members of your household. Any medical need to provide care or to help a vulnerable person, and travelling to and from work, but only where this is absolutely necessary and cannot be done from home. That's all.
Right, morning guys. So as you would have seen last night, Big Boris has decided to put the whole of the UK on lockdown, which means we are only allowed to leave the house for shopping, for essential items only, for one exercise activity a day, walking, running, cycling, or for medical reasons. Everything else you have to stay in the house. Thankfully, I am a slight exception because at the club I run, we've got a nursery there, so I still need to go into work. For that reason, because we still have to keep the nursery open to look after the key workers' children. So I'm not quite as locked down as others, but still all the same, when I'm not at work, I'm gonna be at home, not doing much. So I feel like I've literally tried everything I could possibly do this year to showcase my physique, but I've kind of come to the realization that it is not happening. Literally on Saturday I booked a photo shoot, and Pumped Media was doing like a free photo shoot for everybody who's prepped, but the show's been cancelled, and they were going to kind of do like a digital competition, but that's going to get cancelled as well. So you're not allowed to socially interact with anybody outside of your household. So it's done, game over, time to just focus on the bigger things in the world, and what's going on at the moment is far more serious than me getting tanned up, putting on a few little pair of pants and posing on stage. So time to focus on the bigger things, and then, you know, hopefully this will blow over in a few months time, and then we can kind of analyse things from there. So as soon as I got that news last night, came downstairs, opened up the kids' snack cupboard, ran a train through half of it. I did look insane though last night, my legs looked crazy, so it was quite a good look, but it's gone now. So I've done my cardio this morning. I will kind of slowly stagger it out. I do really struggle just to turn that switch going from pre-comp into kind of like an off-season rebound stage. I do struggle mentally with that. I just find it difficult seeing your condition go after you've worked so hard for it. That's why usually I do multiple shows, or I just book a holiday. Just then I know I'm ready. But this is very different for me. So just about to eat breakfast now. So I've got porridge as normal. I've got my coffee with a bit of oat milk. I've got a couple of slices of jam on toast as well. So I prepped my meals today for it to be super low carbs. So I've literally got fish and broccoli for the rest of the day. So I'll take those meals with me to work, and then later on tonight I'll have a little bit of what I fancy. That's the end of this video, guys. Bit of a strange one. Either or, give it a thumbs up. Drop any comments below, let me know what you guys have got planned for lockdown. And don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, stay safe. Peace.